So just headed out to my local, knocked off work, headed out to the local this afternoon. Probably got about an hour or so before dark. Just gonna have a bit of a flick in the river and see how we go. Hopefully there's a few bass kicking around. The weather's reasonably good, so we'll see how we go, guys, but hopefully we can get a few fish on the board. They pulled me off the fucking log. First fish of the session. He's not a big fish, but very healthy. Just slammed that little lure. Good start. Fish number 2, a little bit bigger than the last one. Last one was only a little fella. This guy's got a little bit more size about him. Just scurry him up the bank here if we can, without losing him. Come up here on the grass where it's flat. Yep. It's the second fish for the session on that same lure again. It's my lure, I make those. And this guy has actually got a tag in him. I'm not sure if you can see that there. I'll just pop him down. See him? Now he's having a spastic. Oh, hooks out. Put on him so we can control him a bit better. There we go. That's the tag there, guys. See it at the top there? So it's got a bit of algae and slime and stuff on it, which is pretty normal. So what we'll do is we'll clean that off and we'll get the number, and then we will enter that in through the Suntag website and find out where he's come from and where he was tagged and how much he's moved around and how much he's grown and everything. That'll be interesting. If I get the certificate back before I put this video up, then I'll actually add a photo of it so everyone can sort of see. It's very interesting. So that's what we do, guys. We catch these guys in here and we tag them. So that's what we're doing. We're putting these little tags in, and it's really good for the research of the fish. It tells a lot about the environment that they're in, health of the water, all that sort of stuff, and it just basically fish migration and growth rates and everything, which gives a good indication of what's going on in the water. So I'll get these details and we'll get him back in the water. That's him there. Nice 37 model, which is which is an average fish for the river here. Catch a lot around that size. It's really good to see, and it's a great credit to the health of this system. And we've got the details of the tag, so well, all we need to do is get the tag number ultimately, and there is a phone number on there if you need it, but you can just do it through the Suntag website. And so we got the details, we got the tag number, and we give him a measure, and then we'll just release him. So we'll send him home, send him on his way. There he goes, straight down under the undercut bank. This bank along here is undercut. It comes, the top of the water's there, and then it comes down and cuts underneath like that and back out again. And so he's gone straight back underneath that undercut bank, which is exactly where he came from. Bass love all this snaggy stuff. Get right in there. This is where a surface lure is right at home. Oh, just missed him. He just come up from under the bank then and had a crack at that, and I pulled it away from him. About to say that this is where a surface lure comes into its own in this sort of environment, because it's so snaggy and you're not actually sure what's under the water. It's really handy to have a surface lure that doesn't dive down, it just sits on top, so it keeps you out of a lot of the rubbish, but the fish will quite happily come out of the rubbish. Oh, there we go. Oh, I just dribbled the hook. That's why I love bass fishing. Just got buffed under all that rubbish. There he is. Not a bad fish too. Oh, we'll have him. Look at that. Look at that. It's a cracker. It's awesome. This guy's belted that. I'll pick him up so we can get a better look at him. And there he is, guys. No tag in this one. He's probably 35, 36 again. On that same lure again. Just belted it in that, all that leaves and everything that had washed down there, which is typical ambush spot for a fish like that. So. Oh, there he is, guys. Lovely fish. Send him on his way. Slip the tag in him and we'll slip him back in the water. There he goes, straight back to his home. You can see here all that leaves and everything that have washed down and everything. It provides perfect cover for the fish, and then there's all this structure and everything here, so they just hang in there and they just wait for something to come past, and they're ambush predators, so they'll quite happily just sit in something like that and just annihilate it as it comes past, which is exactly what happened. So we'll just give this a couple more casts. It's starting to get dark, so we will have to start making our way back. Just give it a couple more casts to see if there's any more in here, or any more that are willing to have an eat after that explosion. Snag right at the bottom there. getting darker now, so I don't know how much you're going to see, but just come back down to the last spot I was at, the last hole, and it I caught that one there and then got 2 hits from another fish. So I just thought I'll come back here now, the surface lure, now that it's getting darker. Pretty light tangles. He hit that hard, he threw the lure up the bank. This is why I love surface fishing. Guys, that was a good little session. Landed 3. A few more hits that didn't connect up, and pulled the hooks on one right at the bank, and then went back to surface as it got darker, and 2 big boofs that didn't hook up, but that's fishing. But not a bad little session for an hour. If you've never done this sort of thing in your local creek or whatever, I recommend giving it a go. Obviously, where we fish, it's all bushland reserves and parks and stuff like that, so just be mindful of the fact that where you're fishing, you're not fishing in someone's backyard and it's not private property and stuff like that. If you do want to fish those places, just go and approach the owner first, have a chat to him. But yeah, there's lots of parks and stuff around on our river systems and that in southeast Queensland, so there's lots of opportunities to do this sort of thing. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.